Welcome to Landmark International IoT Renews webinar. I'm Serena, Project Manager for Occitan, and I'm going to present you Babi-LON. First of all, Babi-LON technology team. Babi-LON has been developed in collaboration by two companies, SafeSquare based in Germany and Occitan based in France. A team composed of two experts who started in the early years of the LON. Those two companies complement each other's activities: technology, services, infrastructure projects, and full BMS projects. Occitan is led by Daniel Zotti. He has started to work on LON technology in 1993 and has trained a large number of manufacturers and integrators. He has a strong knowledge on infrastructure manufacture for LON, ISOT, BACnet, and web technologies. Thus, he assists and supports for LON and BACnet projects and OEM projects development, and he also works on Occitan's products, hardware and software as developer. When he has a bit of extra time, he actively gets involved in Landmark Francophone, Landmark International, eGreen for Users, European Committee for Standardization, and European Telecommunications Standard Institutes. On the other side, SafeSquare is led by Martin Menzel. He's working in LON's field since 1995 and he's now a LON system manufacturer for room automation. He is not only a CEO but also a technically skilled software developer who can offer engineering services for LON, DALI, SMI, and Ocean, and proprietary protocols for OEM developments. Let's come back to Babi-LON. Babi-LON was born in 2018. The idea was to share knowledge and human resources between SafeSquare and Occitan to prevent from neuron chip extension. It not only covers protocol stack for devices, but it also replaces the complete hardware part of the neuron chip. Applications gain in power thanks to an unlock and high-performance main CPU, enabling larger applications and more BACnet objects than in the FT6050. Babi-LON ensures easier maintenance and long-term sustainability since development is made on open source tools and hardware is free from any specific or brand name components. CRA, Cyber Resilience Act, describes the cybersecurity requirements for hardware and software products with digital elements placed on the market of the European Union. It will be soon mandatory for all European communicating products to list security breaches, update them consequently, and protect them from misconfiguration or misprogramming with, for example, authentication, all features that Babi-LON offers. With neuron chip obsolescence, which is, by the way, were usually redesigned every 8 to 10 years, and CRA application coming soon, it is time to modernize your designs. What are Babi-LON features? As you can see, Babi-LON is more powerful than all neuron chip family. It includes more network variables, more address table entries, more alias entries, and more BACnet objects. Security is increased by including certificates. Furthermore, Babi-LON is available in different operating systems. This allows to have a better and easier integration into the required design, and it facilitates the porting of existing software. Concerning I/O models features, here you can see a table of the standard neuron I/O models and how easily they can be ported into a new Babi-LON design. All I/O models can be ported. The effort depends on the model type. Since Babi-LON solution is based on a powerful CPU, it allows more flexibility due to a bigger number of available I/Os or ADCs, for example. Thus, More I/O models combination are possible than with the neuron chip. Integrating Babi-LON is obviously advantageous and could even simplify your design. In terms of hardware architecture, on TP-FT10, Babi-LON is composed of two CPUs, M0 for layer 2 and M33 for application based on free RTOS, and then a serial flash memory, an amplifier, and an isolated transformer. All those components are standard and brand name free. Layer 2 CPU stores the neuron ID. Main CPU is ultra-low energy. Serial flash is used to store configuration and to ensure seamless application downloads without interrupting the running system. It is split into regions to update firmware and applications separately. But serial flash can be removed for small applications if objective cost has to be lower. For power line communications, Babi-LON has a similar architecture, except that it uses a 2-carrier FSK modem. It is at least 10 years sustainable and moreover provides additional RSSI and SNR information alongside the data, offering valuable insights into the communication line's health and reliability. For larger applications requiring Ethernet connectivity, a Linux-based design is also available, bringing the solution closer to a gateway architecture. This Linux architecture is optimized and customizable for any design which will work with any Babi-LON network interface, IP10L, IP70 ISOTs, TP-FT10, PL20C. Advanced network management features coupled with secure protocols such as DHCP, NTP, SSH, SFTP, HTTPS ensures seamless connectivity and robust security. Babi-LON's software architecture is composed of two parts due to two CPUs. A first part to handle layer 2 M0 CPU, and a second part to handle LON and BACnet stacks, desired application and other services for the M33 CPU. A secured bootloader updates internal flash only if the application has the right certificate to protect against attacks and to comply with the new constraint from Cyber Resilience Act. Thanks to the flexibility of Babi-LON's hardware architecture, the application can use all ST hardware resources with interruptions, hardware counters, serial lines, etc. Since Babi-LON is based on open source EX stack, API on the top of LON stack can be compliant with external EX stack application, MIP or short stack to simplify application portage. For larger device software architecture, Babi-LON offers the opportunity to have several applications working at the same time on different network interfaces. Thus, large applications as gateways, LON management, or web SCADA can be developed. The software development environment is composed of two tools. First, the Babi-LON resource code generator, which creates C++ files from the needed SFPT, UFPT, SNVT, UNVT, SCPT, UCPT, etc. and generates zip file. When those files are generated, you can integrate them into your application environments as hardware resources. This application environment is the STM32Cube-MX based on Eclipse. It benefits from easy accessibility and a large active community that facilitates quick adoption and support. It also offers the advantage of being closely aligned with the CPU hardware, enabling efficient hardware configuration. Babi-LON Resource Code Generator is a convenient tool to describe the device interface. All options are set to prepare C++ files and XIF file. Each protocol resources can be set individually. Functional block, network variable, configuration properties for LON, and objects for BACnet. Program ID is set for the project. For LON-marked devices using functional block, network variables, and configuration properties, you can create a framework from GRF resources. Resources are created and updated by the generic tool ISOT Resource Editor. Any NV and CP, mandatory or optional, defined in the SFPT and UFPT are selectable and usable in your projects. All added NVs are configurable: the name, type, properties, service type. Each configuration property is configurable and all options can be set to prepare C++ files and XIF file, default values, scaling, limits, etc. And finally, you can set a few generic resources as addressable entries or alias entries, XIF name before applying to the project and generating the files. To update firmware and application, Babi-LON has integrated a bootloader accessible through LON media or USB. Any part of code, user application, firmware, or layer 2 firmware can be securely updated independently thanks to a certificate handled by a manufacturer to protect against malicious code. Babi-LON LON API is compliant with EXStack API and supports all kinds of devices without MIP. You can see here several projects that have already integrated and deployed Babi-LON. Occitan and SafeSquare have been using it for years in their routers and controllers. And here is another example of ABB room controller with Babi-LON. In 2023, Babi-LON BACnet stack has been BTL certified for BACnet application-specific controllers projects, which makes Babi-LON even more valuable. Come and visit our website for more information and feel free to contact us. Thanks for your attention. I hope I was clear enough. Don't hesitate to ask a question. Bye.